and welcome to this fun Tuesday. So as you can see, there is a new survey that just came out for The Sims 4. So we would love to get your input and thoughts on potential ideas, additions, changes, and or features. This survey could take about 8 to 10 minutes to complete and is 9 questions long. We appreciate your time and sharing your thoughts. Thank you for playing the game. So I think this is good that they're actually giving us a survey that we can kind of look at and make sure what we're doing and not doing. So this is great. So let's go next. Now I kind of already answered some of these already, but I decided that I wanted to record some of the things that I had picked. So please read the below features and ideas carefully. Culinary quest. Take on the role of master chef, find the best ingredients, create recipes, and keep that kitchen running through the dinner rush. Fan club creator. Immerse your Sims in fandom, create fan clubs, collect rare memorabilia, and express your love. Drive a craze that can take over the town. NPC story progression. Now your neighbors come to life. Sims outside of your household live their lives from birth, marriage, or death. Imagine the possibilities when the drama can start next door. Shopping malls. Your retail needs, all your retail needs under one roof. Hang out, find deals, and discover that perfect outfit for the night ahead in full retail experience. The mall gob included. I wonder if that would include like a new job. Cheer. Immerse yourself in the world of cheerleading, where focus is king and distractions are dangerous. Keep the team together, build your teams, and make sure to stick the landing. I'm a dancer, so I wish it said actually dance instead of cheer, but that's okay. Growing pains and life issues. Life is hard. Now your Sims feel those physical and emotional changes as they grow up. Realistic reactions and emotions bring deeper connections to the world around them. Heists. Whether you're an aspiring Debbie or Danny Ocean, I don't know who those are, build your team to seek out and recover the stolen artifacts to return them to their rightful owners. Can you execute the perfect plan, or will your team end up in the slammer? I wouldn't have called it heist. I would have called it something else, because heist makes it almost seem like it would be part of the criminal career, that you're stealing things for yourself, not to return them to rightful owners. Anyway, modern love and romance. From love at first sight to digital dating, discover a wide variety of relationship types for your Sims. Explore their desires, taste, and preference. Take them on a journey to discover what works for them. American high schools, cafeteria cliques, racy relationships, and SAT struggles. The halls are alive with the sound of drama. And lastly, bands. Go solo or build your supergroup. Find your style and perform your way from YouTube celebrity to sold out stadiums. Feel the pressure and demands of keeping the band together. Record company demands and the needs of your adoring fans. On a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is the highest and 1 is the lowest, how interested are you in the following ideas? I put very interested just because I think all of these ideas would actually add for better gameplay, especially when you're storytelling, and it would maybe it would even add some of the aspiration things. So this is where it says, please rank the following ideas, with 1 being your most wanted and 10 being your least wanted. So I picked number 1 is growing pains and life issues, 2 is modern love and romance, 3 is NPC story progression, 4 is bands, 5 is American high school, which it'd be awesome if they included all schools, not just high school, but elementary school in there would be cool too. 6 is cheer, 7 is the shopping malls, 8 is heist, 9 is fan club creator, because I feel like we already have a club, so a club creator, so we could easily do that already. And the culinary quest of trying to run a restaurant, you pretty much do that anyway. The only thing you don't have to worry about necessarily is a dinner rush. So those are the ones, and they weren't in this order. I just clicked previous, so it put it in the order that I put it in. Okay. So please rank the following locals, with 1 being your most wanted and 10 being your least wanted. So I'm guessing these are like locations to build like houses and things like that. I thought a mountain town would be cool, followed by Chinese countryside, Italian vineyards, Korean city, Costa Rican rainforest, Greek islands, Scottish highlands, South African city, a Spanish city, and a Brazilian beach town. I figured that we already had a beach town with Sulani, so I didn't really think that having another beach town would make too much sense exactly. Now I know that we have a couple of places that are like mountains, but I was thinking more along the lines of like where they can go camping and things like that, actually owning something there. And I love the idea of like Chinese and Korean and Italian vineyards. I think that that is a great idea and a good place to start to put your Sims. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is the highest and 1 is the lowest, how interested are you in the Sims team deepening the existing content below? Obviously, all of these, again, I put very interested. It's like developing traits over time. I think that that is a great idea, especially because like you set the traits and then they're just there. They can't develop more. Like you're, let's just say that you're in love, you're romantic, you're family oriented, and maybe creative. And then a tragedy hits, like your spouse dies right in front of you, you know. They're sad about it, but then after that it's like done. Like it doesn't have anything of like maybe they were shot by somebody or maybe it was a fire, like having like PTSD type things, or you know, developing other traits over time. I think it'd be a good idea, especially as like the cooking skill goes up and other things that you can build go up. Consequences of making or breaking relationships, I think, is definitely a big one too. Long-term desires, short-term desires, control of Sims that aren't currently on the active lot. I think that that kind of is kind of a good thing. Like if they're not in your immediate family and you have like your grandma come over, like you can't control them necessarily, and I think it'd be a better idea if you could kind of control what they do. Connections to family members outside of the household. Now I know that they have some of that, like your brother will call and want to go out to lunch or something, but I think more connections would actually be better, especially with the elders. Being born with traits, I think that that is a great idea. Right now, babies are just objects. As much as we don't want to admit it, they are objects. And it would be nice for them to actually be born with a trait that's either from mom or dad or grandma, grandpa, etc. Like being passed down, I think would be a definite good thing. Emotions. I think emotions are definitely a big thing to see more of, rather than just I'm fine. Not stressed, but I'm okay, or I'm a little bit sad, but I'm okay. You know, I don't know. It could go into a lot deeper detail than what I think is the capability of the game, I guess. Family evolution outside of the household. I think that's a definite big thing. Because if you're not controlling them, but you give them a job before they move out, like they only stay at level 1. They don't actually get married and have kids and things like that. If they do, it's because you've had to set up a mod or something, because that's what I had to do to get it to work. Okay, please rank the existing content, so all the stuff up here, based on which you would like the Sims team to deepen, 1 being most wanted, 9 being least wanted. So 1, connections to family members outside the household. You can see that's my top one, as well as developing traits over time, being born with traits, family evolution outside the household, emotion, consequences of making or breaking the relationships, long and short-term desires, and controlling Sims that are not currently on the active lot. I think it's important, but at the same time, I think it'd be too complicated to do that, unless they're on the current lot. Like, you can have control over, like, if somebody walks in, you can say, hey, they're going to take a hostage and rob the place. You know what I mean? Hold on, I'm grabbing. Which I think that would add to some of the storytelling too. So question 6: which of the follow creative sim categories would you want to see additional content for? Please pick at least 1, but no more than 3. That was hard for me. Obviously hair is a big one for me. I've had to go in and like download a bunch of Maxis Match hair because they do have some, but they don't have as much as I would like to see. Shoes is another big one. There really aren't that many shoes. I think that I've again had to download CC for that. I wish you could pick more than 3 because I would have chose tops, bottoms, full outfits as well, but that's okay. And accessories, I think we definitely need a bigger selection of accessories. There's only few glasses and earrings and necklaces and rings. There's a very, very small amount of those, and I'd like to see more. Except for like kids. Like, kids definitely need more clothing. Definitely. Which you'll see in one of the other things that I voted on. What new creative sim categories would you like to see added to The Sims 4? Please pick at least 1, but no more than 3. So I thought body hair would definitely be a big one because there's so many people that actually have body hair. But I was also thinking scars too, you know. Honestly, I think the scars and stretch marks are like part of the same thing. So I don't know about those. Prosthetics, I think, is a big one, which actually ties into the other, which is like wheelchairs or like injuries, broken foot, you're in a cast because you broke your arm or something like that. You know, I would like to see that. I think that would be cool. Even to have like your arm just in a sling rather than having to download CC. Oh, there's my kitty Tigers. I don't know if you can see him back there, but he's right there. It's Tigers. He's just wanting some love from Papa. Okay. So, please rank the following life stages based on which you would like to have more creative sim assets, with 1 being your most wanted. I said children and elders as the top, just because there really isn't a lot of creative sim assets for those two. They're mostly, I mean, they have a fair amount of toddlers. That's why toddlers I picked 3, but young adults and adults, these, I think, are where the concentration was. So now we need to get children and elders in on that as well. Please rank the following life stages based on which you would like to see additional gameplay. Elders, children, babies. Because like I said before, babies are just an object. I would love to see them actually, like, take the babies out on a walk, like just put them in a stroller, you know, just put them in a stroller, take them for a walk, like have something else there for the babies. Children, I think, need more activities to do after school. I mean, if it wasn't for Kawaii Stacy's mod that I downloaded to where I can have my kids like go to different activities besides Because right now, just what we've got so far is the Scouts, acting, and there's one more. I know there's one more. But anyway, that's all there is for the kids to do after school. There's like no extracurricular activities. There's no basketball teams. There's no baseball teams. There's no soccer, dance. There's like no skateboarding. Like there's nothing for kids to do. And I think elders is another big one, which I know is that's actually going to change, especially because we're coming out with the new stuff pack, which is knitting. I think that's definitely going to give elders more things to do. So maybe I would put children as number 1, babies as number 2, and elders as number 3. And toddlers, I think, is kind of up there too. I noticed that there's no teens in here, because I would like to see the teens have some extracurricular activities as well. So you can see that is the last part of the survey. So I hope that you guys take the time to do this, because I think it'll help bring attention to what us as players want to see. You know, we don't want to just keep getting packs after packs after packs, but them not actually adding on to some of the things that are already there. I think that would definitely help people want to buy the packs by giving people more things to do. So anyway, if you guys pick different things than what I picked on this survey, definitely comment down below and tell me which ones you guys picked compared to what I did. If you thought that maybe children and babies are lower down on the list, or what areas you were interested in, like maybe the beach or the Spanish city. You know, let me know what you guys have picked and what you guys were more interested in, and why. Why did you pick that? Maybe explain it to me a little bit, because maybe I would totally agree with you and maybe my answers would change. Who knows? Anyway, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you do like any of my content, and I will see you guys next time. Namaste.